I'm Jody and welcome back to Wendy's Crafting Friends. Today I have for you something that Adornable Elements had sent to me. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. If you remember from last month, I am getting some packages from them and they're going to be a complete surprise to me. So let's see what is in this one this time. And that's really it. So I'll be right back and we'll check it out. Okay guys, I'm opening it up here. So let's just see. So it looks like we got the Double Gemstone Beads of the Month Club sent to me. So that's pretty exciting, and it's Red Jasper. So it looks like the double saved me 14% off of their retail. So let's take a look and see. I do love some Red Jasper, and I'm excited to see the different shapes that they're offering in this one. So let's take a peek and see what we have. This is like perfect time for fall, you guys. Look at all this. There's a lot of gemstones in here. So you can get these subscription boxes sent to you. The single is $26.95, so you get half of what you see here. And this is the double, and this one is $49.95. So it looks like we have some chips. And these are 5 to 8 millimeter. Just get out a few here. So those have really nice coloring to them. There are some little light chunks in there and some darker ones, but all in all, beautiful Jasper. Absolutely beautiful Jasper. Love that. All right, let's see what else we have here. It looks like we have some matte rounds. These are 8 millimeter. See, there we go. Okay, so these are so nice. You know what they remind me of? Like a terracotta pot. There's some great little veining in there. You can barely see it, but this one has a really nice little swirl going around the top. Let's see if this will... There you go. There, you can probably see it now. But these are beautiful. Just in time for fall. Then we have some 4 millimeter matte, or not matte, I'm sorry, 4 millimeter rounds. Some of the little teeny tinies here. These are pretty. So, you know, the smaller the bead, the less you have of the different striations and stuff in the natural stone. So these will have a little bit less. It'll be more of just that beautiful terracotta color. They're just rolling everywhere. Maybe I don't put them on here. There we go. Let's do it that way. Okay. Then we have some 6 millimeters rounds. So again, very, very pretty, nice consistent coloring. I'm not seeing a lot of striations in this one because again, it is a little bit smaller. So we'll put him back in there. Whoop, whoop, goodness. Jasper's beautiful. Then we have some faceted rondelles. These are 3 by 4 millimeter. These have a lot of different shades of that Red Jasper in here. So there's some lighter ones, some darker ones. Very, very pretty. These are so sparkly, just really pretty. Look at the facets on there. Isn't that sparkly? Very pretty. Goodness, get in there. And then last but not least, we have the faceted coin in 10 millimeter. Oh, I like these. I love a good coin. Look at those. Those are super pretty. Very, very sparkly. Those are gorgeous. Super, super gorgeous, you guys. Look at those. All right, so that's our double. And you get a lot of beads. I mean, this is a lot of gemstones for $50. You can't get that many gemstones for $50. This is a lot. And yeah, it's all red jasper, but you know what? This is the perfect time for it because you can put yellow with it. You can put blue with it. You can put aqua with it. You can put so many things with it. And whatever you do depends on like how it turns out, right? So if you put some orange and yellows with it, it's going to be very fall. If you put some aquas and blues with it, it's going to be very beachy. If you put browns with it, I mean, just it'll be like a neutral. It's just really, really pretty. So I think I want to make something. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I am back and I'm going to try something. We'll see how it works out for us. So the first thing I want to show you here is I have this beautiful large link chain that was sent to me when, you know, Chris was getting rid of selling Wendy's stuff. So I haven't used it. I've had it for a year and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm thinking about doing like a strand and like weaving it in and out of these loops and just making it really different. So I have, this is 26.5 inches long. So I'm probably gonna cut like a 30-inch piece of bead stringing wire. But let me show you what we're using. We're going to use the 4mm rounds. We're going to use some of the faceted beads. Brought some fire polish from my stash, and it's in a beautiful coppery and gold color. So we're mixing up some metal tones here. I have some, it's like a green and terracotta color, like Picasso finish check glass. I have these really pretty champagne colored smaller crackle beads. I think these are around a 6 or 5mm. So these are going to be our largest beads on this. So let's take a look and see what we can do. All right, so we're just going to set him aside up here. Very pretty necklace, very pretty chain. I've been looking for something to do with it, and I think this is going to be the one. Oops, I grabbed the wrong wire. Let me grab the right wire. Grabbed satin gold by mistake. All right, so we got a fresh one here. I'm going to measure out 30 inches. Actually, maybe I should measure out more than 30 inches because if we're going to weave it in and out, we might lose some length. So let's measure out like 40 inches just to give ourselves some extra. If we end up with like some extra bead stringing wire, it's not a big deal. We can always make a bracelet out of it. And this thing just came totally unwound. All right, so there's 40 inches. Let me go ahead and cut that. And I will wrap our wire up. There's so many opportunities to do beading with red jasper, and it's such a beautiful gemstone. Like, it's just, to me, it looks so pure, you know. It has its like little striations, but they're really subtle. And that just makes me feel like you can team it up with that much more. You have that many more options to do stuff with it. So we have our wire. I got 40 inches here. Don't know if we'll need it all. Not really sure. But we're going to do a single strand. And we're just going to find like a pattern and do it that way. So let's go ahead and just put like this little guy on here right now. Actually, you know what? We can just clear off one end. We can go ahead and crimp off one end here. Let's do that instead. Get a couple wire guardians out because we're going to need those. And we'll get a couple of our crimp tubes out because we'll need those as well. Whoops, I always do that. I always spill too many out. I'm going to need some more antique bronze ones. Put that on my grocery list, huh? All right, let's just move one of each of these up there so they're out of our way. All right, let's put on our crimp tube real quick. And then our wire guardian. go. Got my crimping pliers. Make a nice little crimp. There we go. All right, and now we can go ahead and start stringing. Let's start with one of these fire polish ones. And let's do one of these champagne ones. Maybe a faceted rondelle. Another champagne. And a fire polish. So you know how I like to do like little mini patterns within a big pattern? That's what I'm building right now. So we have this little mini pattern right here. Okay, so here's our first little mini pattern. All right, and then let's do one of these beautiful jaspers. A green and a jasper. Okay, that looks pretty. And then let's do a fire polish after that. All right, and then let's do another jasper, a crackle bead, and another jasper, and another fire polish. All right, so there's our total pattern. This is what we're going to do all the way down. We're going to make it just like this, all the way down. All right, so let's go ahead and start back from the beginning. And I really like this. I like this, that it's not a bunch of different ones. It's literally all the same. This is like really great for stash building. It's also great for, you know, replenishing your stash with some gemstones. Really, really nice stuff. So this is something that I think that it's something anyone could enjoy. I literally don't have any red jasper in my stash. This is my red jasper. So I'm super stoked about it because it's not something I thought about getting, you know. I'm always looking for like pretty much the same thing over and over and over again, which kind of gets a little, you know, gets a little redundant, I guess, after time. But I mean, we all have our favorites, right? So if I didn't like really look at red jasper, you know, now it's here and I'm looking at it and it's absolutely beautiful. So we're here and now we have to do this. This. Looks like 2 fire polish. And then here we go. And fire polish. Red jasper. Green. And doing a pattern like this, if you miss a bead, chances are it's not going to be noticeable. So it's kind of nice to do like several mini patterns within one big pattern, just because it's just not nearly as noticeable. All right, so then after that, green would be, okay, so we have the fire polish. So then we need this round. Is that right? Yeah. This round, one of these, and around, Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Oh, I am. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I think I found where I made my mistake. So let's go ahead and fix that. I think I'm gonna put this where I like leave off so I can just kind of find it. And I'm not gonna keep you guys on here for long for me doing this because I don't wanna like, you know, bore you to death with all this stringing. So I'll string most of this off camera and then come back and then we'll be good. And then we have this faceted. And a fire polish. Okay, I'll just move that. Okay, and then we're here. So we just have one little chunk missing, we're good. And fire polish. All right, so this is what we're going to have, you guys. I'm going to pause it for just a little bit and I will bead and I will be back and we'll finish it up. Okay, I found a great way to keep track of my stuff here. So I just, when I finish it up in my hand, I go ahead and put my bead stopper on and then I drop it so I know where I need to go next. Okay, I'll bead up this stuff really fast. Figured I'd share that little tidbit with you. So if you guys are trying to do something like this, then you can just stop your beads and just complete your whole pattern inside your hand. And then you can move your little guy here, drop it down, and everything will be good to go. And again, it's going to be intertwined with all this metal, so it'd be hard to spot anything. If there was like a mistake, it'd be really hard to spot it. People are going to be admiring how pretty it is, not looking for a mistake. Or, well, normal people would be admiring how pretty it is, not looking for a mistake. All right, there we go. All right, so we have that. And we will keep going and check our length in a little bit here. Whoop. So I've used the fire polish recently. I have not used this green or the champagne like in forever. So finding these and putting them with this is like a win because, you know, it's kind of forcing me to look at some beads that I haven't really looked at to see what I would like with it. So that's another good thing about getting some gemstones that maybe you wouldn't really, you know, go after right away. You know, you're not putting them on your list like, I need to have this. You know, you usually are looking for your favorites, and those are the ones you're tried and true and you go to all the time. This is going to become a new favorite for me, I think. I think Red Jasper is really pretty. It's like that shade of red that I'm not intimidated by. You know what I mean? It's just a very nice shade. It's like not a true, it's not like a lipstick red. let's do another grouping and then we'll see where we're at. Okay. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. It's Sunday evening and I've had a really busy weekend catching up on some video making. So it's been productive and busy and I've had a very nice weekend. So next weekend will be more of doing stuff with my husband. I won't be doing like any videos probably at all on the weekend unless I'm doing them later on Sunday. We're going to be out of town. So, you know, we'll be busy doing stuff. Got a concert to go to in Ohio and we're on our way back. We're going to finally go to the Toledo Zoo. Like we've been trying to plan to go all summer. We figured if we're going to be in Ohio, we might as well take care of everything at once and just make a whole weekend of it. But we'll be back later on Saturday evening, probably pretty late Saturday night. All right, so knowing that we have this little guy on here, I still want to keep him on here in case I need to add more, but we know that there's a little bit of space, and so we may not be getting an accurate reading on how big we need to go with this. We're going to go a little bit longer than the chain. Looks like we got like another 8 inches or so. And we're going to go a little bit longer than the chain because we know weaving it in and out is going to shorten it. So we'll definitely need to do that. All right, I'm going to bead up some more off camera and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I think we might be close to what we need. But what we're going to do, just in case I'm wrong, is we're going to clamp this end. And we are going to start down at this end. And what we need is a jump ring here so that we can hold all that together. So let me grab a jump ring. Let's try to do something kind of on the small side so it just kind of hides, right? We don't need to have a gigantic one right there. We will end up finding a clasp here eventually. I just gotta go look at which one I want to use. So I'm gonna try to grab both of these. Oh, you know what? This kind of comes apart like this. Let's do this. Put that in the middle. Whoop, get back up there. Where are you going? I have no idea where Wendy got this chain, but you guys, it is so pretty. Hold on. It is so pretty. She may have harvested it from a piece of jewelry, which, you know, even better. Because, you know, like, I need to go to, like, Salvation Army and places like that and see if I can find some jewelry that I can harvest from. Especially, like, if I can find some, like, vintage stuff, that would be really, really awesome. I'm sure it'll probably be really expensive, but it'd be really awesome to find. When I was on my way to my mom's yesterday morning to go grocery shopping, there was an estate sale, and all I kept thinking was like, man, why do we have to go grocery shopping today? And I'm like, well, maybe it'll still be going, you know, when I get back. It must have only been like a half-day thing, and it might have been like the last day for it, because sometimes they'll start during the week and then tie up on the weekend. But the sign was pulled, and I'm like, man, because I really wanted to see if there'd be like any old jewelry that I could, you know, maybe take apart and use for something. You know what, I am going to actually grab a clasp right now. I think I know which one I want to use, so I'm going to grab that real quick, because it's right behind me. We're going to use one of our bigger lobster claws. Use this guy. And we need one more jump ring to hook him on. Sorry, fishing it out. And we're going to put this on our jump ring. If we have room, I'm sure we do. But it'll just kind of like keep it all together the way I want it. Or the way I'm hoping it works out for me. Just want the jump ring. There we go. All right. And if you guys have any chain that is big like this, I mean, this is something that you can absolutely do and just make it such a really interesting piece and utilize this chain. You know what? Let me see how long this is now. I just want to, now that I have it together, because we may not lose that much. Sorry, guys. Maybe I do want to just go, let me just go a little bit further because this won't, I don't think this will fit through. When I'm trying to think of what I could do temporarily to, because I really want to weave this in and out. I'm afraid to do it too short. You know what? Let's just do a few more beads. Let's just do this one little section here. The Red Jasper, this one, because I don't think we need that much more space. I really don't. And since we started, you know what, we started with one like this one over there, but we also started with a fire polish. So let's just end this one with a fire polish. And then we'll call this one good. So now I know I have this all, like gravity's done its thing. We're all good there. So let's go ahead and grab, see, I have like a ton of this left. I could actually do part of a necklace with like a chain. But I always want to give myself more. And you guys, I do use my scraps. I know you've seen me use my scraps. So please don't worry about me wasting anything. Because believe me, I know I am not throwing any scraps away. All right. And then let's go through our wire guardian. And we know we can go ahead and close this off because we're going to be using a jump ring to connect everything together when we're done at the end here. Let's pull that through. And then let's go through our crimp tube. And that fire polish bead, and that should be good. Whoop, pulled it right out of my hand. And just pull that down gently. All right, and then we can go ahead and crimp this one. And you can leave a little tiny gap right here between those beads because it's going to be bending in and out throughout, and maybe that just be just enough little bit of space to make it go in and out easily. All right, lay that off to the side. Let's give ourselves some room here because we're going to need some room. We have all these tools all over the place. All right. Okay. So let me see if I can do this to where you can see it really well. First, I want to make sure my chain is not twisted, that it's laying right. And I think what we were wanting to do is maybe just come through here. And what's nice is these links are big enough to get a 6mm bead through. All right, just keep it going through. Might have to like kind of push on it through. There we go. All right. So we have it on the one side. Now let's just kind of go through here. All right. It's gonna look cute. And then let's go through here. And just back and forth, in and out. Just make sure you're going, I'm going to go through both links all the way down. All the while having to keep straightening up my links just to make sure that they stay where they're supposed to be. I think this might have, if this turns out, this will have you guys looking for super large links everywhere you go now. You're going to be checking out anything that you can harvest from, and because I have a feeling this wasn't bought like this. I think this had to have been on something, on a piece of jewelry that she may have, because she did like the whole like jewelry auction for a while, didn't she? Where she did like, did the harvesting, and she would donate some pieces, but keep some pieces for like, you know, like to take apart and use in her designs. I believe that's, you know, what she did. Oh, and this chain is super long, so I might want it shorter anyway. So if this does come up short, I'm not going to be sad taking off a couple links. And we'll save those links to use in like another piece. I'm sure we'll find a reason for it. So if this does come up a lot shorter, I'm not upset about it, because I think this one would look better as a short necklace anyway, just because it has such big pieces and there's no like dangle or anything like that. It's just going to be kind of woven in and out. So I feel like that one didn't go in right. Let's try that one again, because it feels like it's sticking way out too far. Probably need to straighten my chain. Okay, let's straighten this. Oh yeah, I did. I had it twisted. All right. Put that through here. Oh, maybe it was right. It's just where that big bead is laying. That's all. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Just making sure the rest of it's nice and straight. And go through here. Just keep on going. All right, I'm going to do some more of this off camera so you guys don't have to watch the same thing over and over. I think you understand what we're doing here. So hold on one moment. Okay, guys, we're getting at the end here. So I haven't had to cut anything off, so that's good. So let's just keep on going and see. If I made this like exactly the right size, I'm going to be shocked. We might just have to like scoot it down a little bit, like scoot a few things. All right, so this is what we got. Now, we are going to get a couple more jump rings. We're going to need a large one, and we need a smaller one. Let me just get that little guy out here. All right, and our pliers. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this together, and then we're going to just kind of like go through the necklace and kind of scoot it around and fix any weird spots that we might have. Okay, so let's hang it on here, and then on here, and then let's bring this guy up, and let's close it off. We'll just even out our chain throughout, or I should say our beads, our beaded necklace part. Put this on our jump ring. All right, let's close that. All right, so let's just kind of straighten this out, and we're just going to move the beads around a little bit just to even it out. Now it's somewhat stiff. That's why I thought it would look better as a shorter necklace. But let's see what we think. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. And we're just kind of straightening it all out. Let me go ahead and close it, and let's play with it a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be cute, you guys. Look at how pretty that looks. Look at this. That looks so cool. You know what? Let's try it on. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here it is. It kind of looks a little edgy. I like it. A little rock and roll, I think. But here, I don't know if you can see it really well. Let me just bring you in. The lighting might be a little bad this time of day, but let me see if I can get this to where you can see it better. I think it looks a little edgy. I think it's really cool. It's fun. All right, guys, I hope you really liked this one. So if you're wanting to get the same box, you can. There's a link in the notes for this one. And if you want to get this one, you absolutely can. Just follow that link. It'll take you right to it. And then you'll get the same box that I got if you want the double gemstone, or if you want the single gemstone. It'll be the same red jasper that I got. So it goes great with all your other beads. Every single one of them, I'm sure of it. All right, guys, I hope you like this one. Much love to you all. Have a great night. Bye, guys.